Clark's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena to be sold out. Tickets went on sale at 9 this morning. They were all gone before general sale to the public even started.
When the Indianafever announced that they would host a preseason exhibition game at the iconic Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, fans and pundits alike were buzzing with excitement. Not only was the team returning to a storied venue in the heart of Iowa, but the event also marked the return of one of the most talked about players in the league, Caitlyn Clark, an Iowa native whose impact on the game has been nothing short of seismic. In a moment that has been described by many as the Caitlyn Clark effect, the Fever's preseason game pitting them against the Brazilian national team sold out in an almost unbelievable time frame. For those of us following every twist and turn of the WNBA narrative, this announcement was much more than a schedule update. It signified a turning point in fan engagement, ticket demand, and the overall trajectory of the league. In Iowa City, where basketball history is deeply etched into the community's identity, the excitement was palpable. The Fever's return wasn't merely about playing a game. It was about reclaiming a legacy and igniting the passions of fans who had waited eagerly for a homecoming that transcended sport. At the center of this excitement is Caitlyn Clark. The rookie, who until now had not yet played a professional game, has managed to capture the imagination of fans and casual observers alike. Hailing from Iowa, her return to her old home court is a moment laden with nostalgia, pride, and an overwhelming sense of destiny.
Caitlyn Clark doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle. And if you need any more proof of that, the Indianafever exhibition game sold out in...
Her presence on the court is a catalyst, a spark, that has reignited interest not just in the Fever, but in the entire WNBA. In just one morning, tickets for the Fever's preseason game were snapped up in a matter of minutes, leaving many fans frustrated, but also in awe of the players' draw. One could compare this frenzy to the rush experienced by fans lining up outside a major pop concert. However, this was not about celebrity vanity, but about genuine admiration for a talent who has already begun to redefine what it means to be a WNBA superstar. Caitlyn Clark's influence is evident not just in the sold-out ticket numbers, but in the broader cultural conversation. When a rookie can command such attention, it challenges our assumptions about experience versus talent. It poses an important question. What does it take to captivate an audience in today's sports landscape? In this case, the answer is clear. It's not just about the physical skill set on display, but also about the narrative, a story of a hometown hero rising rapidly to prominence, turning every appearance into an event worth celebrating. The stage is set for an exhilarating clash. The Indianafever will face off against the Brazilian national team, a contest that promises not only high-quality basketball, but also an international flair rarely seen in preseason exhibitions. This isn't just another game on the schedule, it's a symbolic moment where local pride meets global competition. The Brazilian team, known for their own unique style and flair, adds an extra layer of intrigue and competitiveness to the matchup. For many in Iowa City, Carver Hawkeye Arena is more than just a venue. It is a repository of memories, traditions, and dreams. The arena has hosted countless battles over the years, and with Caitlyn Clark's return, it's poised to witness yet another historic chapter. The Fever's decision to add an extra preseason game here was a calculated move, a way to celebrate homecoming and galvanize the local community, while also sending a clear message to the rest of the league.
The Fever are playing in Iowa, and the game sold out in literally, it didn't matter how long it took to sell out, you couldn't even get in. If you were there...
This team is ready to compete, and it's drawing attention from far beyond its regional borders. Perhaps the most astonishing detail of this entire saga is the pace at which tickets disappeared. According to reports from our insiders at our Sport Pulse, the Fever's exhibition game sold out in under an hour, a feat that has left many industry experts reeling. Some sources indicate that tickets were completely snapped up even before the general public had a chance to secure them. The frenzy surrounding the game was so intense that even season ticket holders found themselves caught in a digital maelstrom, refreshing web pages in hopes of securing their spot in the packed arena. In a matter of minutes, some say as quickly as 40 minutes, the game was officially sold out, with ticket prices on the secondary market skyrocketing to staggering amounts. There were even instances of tickets being resold for more than $500, a dramatic contrast to what many consider a reasonable market price for preseason games. It is a clear indication of how a single player's appeal can completely disrupt the economics of ticket sales. In this case, the Caitlyn Clark effect has redefined the value of a game, making it more than just a friendly exhibition. It's become a must-see event for every basketball aficionado.
Season ticket holders got first dibs, which is right if they did. And then you're looking at a situation where basically no Fever fans got them. It's a preseason game. This is a preseason game.
It's a stark juxtaposition. While one game is generating an electric buzz that has fans scrambling to secure seats and are even willing to pay exorbitant resale prices, the other game is being treated like a bargain bin event, where tickets are practically being given away at a price lower than a meal at a modest restaurant. Such a contrast has raised eyebrows among analysts and fans alike, as it underlines a deeper question about what fans value most: the established legacy or the promise of something entirely new and transformative. This divergence in ticket sales and fan enthusiasm isn't just a matter of numbers. It speaks volumes about the shifting dynamics within the league. Over the past few seasons, the WNBA has been steadily building its reputation, improving its viewership, and cultivating a dedicated fan base. However, this recent phenomenon surrounding Caitlyn Clark has accelerated that momentum to a pace that few could have anticipated. Ticket prices for the Fever's game have reached levels that are normally associated with marquee events, not preseason exhibitions. For instance, the fact that tickets originally priced at a standard rate are now being resold for upwards of $500 indicates an extraordinary level of demand. To put it simply, fans are not just watching a game. They're participating in a spectacle that promises to be a historic moment for the league. Meanwhile, on the other end of the spectrum, the Aces game, featuring a team that has long been seen as a powerhouse, has not been able to command the same respect. Despite the impressive track record of A'ja Wilson and the Aces, the lack of excitement has led to a situation where tickets are being sold at a nominal fee, sometimes bundled with other incentives such as buffet coupons, in an effort to lure fans. The economics of this scenario are fascinating. On one hand, we see that the Fever's game is not only a sporting event, but also a high-demand product. The sheer enthusiasm is indicative of a market that recognizes the value of witnessing history in the making. On the other hand, the Aces are facing a paradox. Despite their accolades and championship titles, they are struggling to generate the same level of excitement. This isn't merely about ticket prices or fan turnout. It's about a fundamental shift in what fans are looking for. Today's sports consumers are drawn to narratives, personalities, and moments that promise change.
There was a 10% chance if you tried to buy them, you could get them, which is mad. Which is absolute madness. And obviously, look, it's Caitlyn Clark going back to Iowa to play, wear a jersey.
And in that regard, Caitlyn Clark is delivering on every front. The story of Caitlyn Clark's return to Iowa transcends the realm of sports. It's about community pride, regional identity, and the reawakening of local spirit. For fans in Iowa City, attending a Fever game isn't just about basketball. It's about celebrating their heritage, their connection to the sport, and their belief in a bright future for women's athletics. The sold-out atmosphere at Carver Hawkeye Arena is a testament to that communal fervor. Season ticket holders, local donors, and even casual fans who have never been to a WNBA game before are now united by a common cause: to witness the emergence of a new icon on the court. This type of community engagement is something that many leagues around the world strive for, but seldom achieve with such intensity. Here, the local flavor and the sense of belonging are as significant as the athletic contest itself. It's a reminder that sports have the power to bring people together, to bridge gaps between different walks of life, and to create moments that resonate far beyond the final buzzer. The Fever's choice to stage this game at such a historic venue was deliberate, a nod to the past, and a signal that the future is being forged right here in Iowa City. In a twist that has become a recurring theme in recent weeks, the contrasting fates of the Fever and the Aces have set the stage for a broader discussion about the evolving nature of fan engagement in professional sports. For the Fever, every game is turning into a can't-miss event. In fact, the level of excitement is such that even a preseason exhibition is being transformed into a major attraction, complete with record-breaking ticket sales and resales that defy expectations. Contrast this with the situation in Las Vegas, where the Aces, despite being perennial champions and home to superstars like A'ja Wilson, are struggling to generate a similar level of interest.
The Iowa native is returning to her old home court this spring. The Indianafever just announced it's adding a preseason game to be played at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa.
In Las Vegas, where entertainment options are abundant, and the competition for leisure dollars is fierce. Even a championship team can find itself fighting for attention. The fact that Aces tickets are priced at a mere $19 is almost symbolic. It's as though the team's own reputation isn't enough to command a premium, forcing them to lower the barrier to entry just to fill the seats. And yet, even with these reduced prices, the demand remains lackluster.